Okay, what is it? 1 minute after. Here we go. Does anyone need to use the repeater or need a signal report? Before I begin this morning's traffic net for the 5th of February 2014. I guess not. Good morning. This is cycle 1 of the ARRL Western Massachusetts Traffic Net. This net meets daily at 10 a.m., 10:15 on Sunday on the No Bark Mount, Greylock, K1FFK, 146.91, 162.2 toned repeater.
K1FFK.
And you also did come in from outside. We have the sniffles, so excuse my nasal noises. This net, what is it? The purpose of this net is to handle any messages between the cities and towns of Western Massachusetts and to provide liaison to the first region net. That meets on a frequency of 3948 kilocycles at 13:45 and 15:30 local time. This is a directed net. Please do not break the net unless you have emergency or priority traffic. Please do not leave the net without first informing net control whenever possible. Your net control station today is nice and slow, November 1, Quebec Oscar Victor, N1 QOV. My name is Obi, Oscar Bravo India Echo, and I am located in Pittsfield, Berkshire County, Massachusetts. I am running commercial power and I have no traffic for the net at this time. And at this time, are there any stations holding emergency or priority traffic? Emergency priority, go now. No stations heard. What are we doing here? Now Net Control is looking for our first region liaison station or his rep. Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie. Paul, please call list any traffic.
This is Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie, running battery power. And I think we have like 9 inches of snow. And at this time, there is no traffic.
Okay, Paul. Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie, battery recognized. With no traffic, 9 inches. Let's see here. What are we doing here? Now, Net Control is looking for any stations holding traffic or announcements. Traffic or announcements. For the net, your call signs, please.
N1 SAV, 1 piece of traffic for N1 QOV.
Recognizing N1 SAV with traffic. Can you give your particulars, please?
Yeah, it's just relating to you, the January traffic net.
Name and power source, just to make it pretty.
Oh, okay, well, I was going to do that during check-ins, but that's okay. N1 SAV, Jeff in Pittsfield. I am running commercial power, and I do have 1 piece of traffic.
Okay, Jeff, thanks for that. We'll be ready. Are you on short time? You want to do that right now or after?
Plenty of time, Obi, whenever you want to do it.
Okay, we'll put you in after traffic. Where are we here now? I lost my voice. There's people with traffic and stuff. Traffic announcements, no traffic, but no announcements. Okay, peeps, here we go. Net control is now looking for any stations. Stand by. Are there any other traffic or announcements? Okay, I jumped the gun there. Okay, now net control is looking for any stations, any station, anywhere, anyhow. All are welcome and encouraged to participate in the Western Mass Traffic Net. Please check in now.
Here is November 1 Alpha, November Delta, Doug in Munson. Commercial power, no traffic, 31 degrees in beautiful downtown Munson, and a word with you, Obi, when you get through.
Okay, Doug, if you want to give people we want to give snowfall amounts and stuff, be my guest. I want you.
This is Kilo Bravo 1, Yankee, Charlie, Juliet, Curtin Housatonic, commercial power, no traffic. Last measurement was 6 1/4 inches. That was probably about a half an hour ago. Here is Kilo Charlie 1, Alpha, Kilo Mike, Scott, Templeton, commercial power. Here is Alpha 1, Zulu Hotel Mike, you're on in Pittsfield. Commercial power, 23 degrees, no traffic.
Okay, running down the list. Myself, N1 QOV, Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie, N1 SAV with traffic, N1 AND. Doug Commercial, Kilo Bravo 1 Yankee Charlie Julia Kurt Commercial, KC1 AKM Scott Commercial, and WA1 ZHM. Must be on a different sleep schedule, John. Commercial, further stations for the net.
This is NXBI, commercial power, no traffic.
And recognizing N1XBI, Ramon, no traffic. Okay, some local announcements, I guess. Newcomers Roundtable, first and third Monday of the month, 7:30 p.m. And this repeater, if I'm awake. Traffic Nuts, 10 a.m., 1 p.m. This repeater, Western Mass Emergency Net meets starting at 8:30 Sunday mornings at 3944 KCHF. Moving over to 2 meters, 6440 and 220 at 9, 9:30, 9:45, and 10 a.m. respectively. Also, K1 TTT is sponsoring the W1AW anniversary remote something or other there. I don't have it up in front of me, but if you go to k1ttt.net and the confuser, it'll bring up there. He's looking for guest operators, etc., etc. k1ttt.net. Got 6, 7, 8 HF stations and VHF and all that. Next club meeting, as far as I see, is the 23rd of February at the Great Barrington Firehouse in Great Barrington State Road. 23 February, next No Bark meeting. Okay, and I guess the No Bark website is still down. I haven't looked this morning, but anyway. Okay, further stations for the Okay, short and sweet. Let's see, all those not involved in traffic handling, of which there is none, may secure current conditions, weather in Pittsfield, snow, freezing, fog, and all kinds of weird junk. 23 degrees of the Fahrenheit persuasion, wind out of the northeast at 6. Visibility 1/4 mile, wind chill 16. And I have approximately, well, 6 inches measured. 6 inches measured snow, total snowfall this storm. And let's see what's going on for flea markets. The 1st of March, the Mount Tom Amateur Radio Association Flea Market at the Moose Family Center in Chicopee. 10:30 VE session. Gates open at 6:30 vendors and 8:30 for general admission.
K1FFK.
8th of March in Boston Spa. K1, K2 HAT. Brought that one up. I guess it's not advertised. 8 March, Boston Spa. Further check-ins for the net. Okay, might be some stragglers. I'll go into the Earth calendar, world events for you DXers. Just Chamada Chapada something or another day in Tanzania. Constitution Day in Mexico. Liberation of the Republic from the Alberoni occupation of San Marino. There must be another one of those small countries. President's Day in the Republic of Congo. St. Agatha's Day in San Marino. I got 2. Unity Day in Burundi. Man, I got some countries popping out of the woodwork. And before I forget, why don't I do the traffic? Yes, there is traffic. What am I saying? Anyway, Jeff, are you ready to do with the traffic on that report for traffic? N1SAV, N1Q. Are you ready to copy?
Okay, Obi. If you're all set, we'll get started.
Ready to copy.
Here we go. This will be number 2. President routine HXG. Station of origin N1SAV. Check 25. Place of origin Pittsfield, Massachusetts. This date. N1QOV. You can fill in the rest as far as the address and that goes. Ready for text?
Yeah, I know where I live. Ready for text.
Okay. Okay, here we go. January. Traffic. Net. X-ray. Sessions. 6. X-ray. Time. 72. That's a 7-2 minutes. X-ray. Check-ins. 2 words. 62. X-ray. Commercial power. 46. X-ray. Battery. 16. X-ray. No traffic. X-ray. End of text. How copy?
Roger, number 2. Excellent presentation and slowness and enunciation and pronunciation. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. See, that's how we do it. Nice and slow. No hurry. Roger, you're number 2. TWO 2. TOOTWO. We got it. Thanks, Jeff. Further check-ins for the night. Okay, I guess my final little bitty thing here. I only see one for today. U.S. celebration. It's like WA1 ZHM. Listen up. National Weather Persons Day. February 5th, National Weather Persons Day. Got a nice picture of a tornado and a house falling over. John, right up your alley. Okay, last call. Further stations to check into the Western Mass Traffic Net before I close.
Kilo Charlie 1, Alpha Echo Oscar, Rich in Buffalo. Commercial power, no traffic, 27 degrees, 8.2 inches of snow. Good morning, Opie, and good morning to the net.
Also recognizing KC1AEO, Rich, Commercial Power. Last call, last call. Okay. I think I've shoved enough for a while. I think I'll have a hot chocolate or something and sit down for a while. Let's see. The next regular scheduled traffic net is at 1300, 1 p.m. Net Control 11 YCW or a representative thereof. With that, this closes cycle 1 of the ARRL Western Mass Traffic Net. I'd like to thank the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the Mount Grau K1FFK14691 repeater. But before I do, questions, comments, additionals, before I really close.
N1AND with a comment.
Oh, forgot about that. Go ahead, Andy, Doug, take your time.
Okay. I got that email you forwarded that originally came from Marcia Ford, and I contacted W1MOR this morning and passed that along with her email address.
Okay, well, I try to spread the word there. I don't know. Try to keep everybody educated in what's going on, deservedly or not. So thanks for that. And probably anything we do with the traffic system probably should be, what do you call it? Multiple copies to everybody that's involved in traffic, as far as we're concerned. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Okay. Anything further, Doug?
No, I don't think so, except that Dan, KBUNVWQ was also in there, and he spoke with Eric, W1MOR, and said that between the two of them, they might get something going on the Mount Tom repeater.
Well, it can't hurt. And like everybody says, it's antiquated. There's never traffic pass, but hey, whatever. Well, I think who was it? You mentioned there's never a fire, but we still hold fire drills, stuff like that. Or what was that saying, Doug?
Oh, well, somebody said, somebody called the net the no traffic net, and I said, well, when we were in school, we always had the no fire drills too, but it was good training. And Danny mentioned that you had been after him to get something going, so he said if Eric was going to contact Marcia, mention him too. And he had, by the way, had a CWQSO, his first CWQSO with Marcia. So I'm sure they're going to get something going, Obi.
Yeah, well, I did see the CWQSO with Marcia, so I figured I'd include him in all the goings on and get his now that he has his feet wet. And let's see, while we're at it, all those that are not quite familiar with traffic handling, first thing you want to do is get a hold of the a mailgram. That'll explain everything. Otherwise, it's just a jigsaw puzzle of words and numbers and stuff. A mailgram, and I think who was it mentioned? There's a online fill in the blanks type mailgram. I think is that correct, Doug?
K1FFK. Yeah, the radiogram form, that's on the ARRL website, and you can print them out. I got a great one printed in a whole 8 by 11, 8.5 by 11 sheet, just as a diagram, and then of course I print them out half sheets to actually use for taking messages. So yeah, ARRL.org.
Well, good luck to everybody finding that, man. I go around and around and around. Stuff I just looked at, I can't find again. All right, Doug, let's close this thing and maybe continue on after the net. Where are we here? This closes cycle 1, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to think I already did that. The time is now, what is it, 10 hours and 21 minutes. I now return the Peter back to regular amateurs. Thank you to all the stations who checked in and Jeff for the traffic. And those who stood by while this net was being conducted. This is November 1, Quebec Oscar Victor, N1 QOV. Now signing clear, 7-3, and the net is closed.
7-3, Obi, N1A and D, clear. N1 QOV, KC1 AEL.
Hey, I think it's Rich. KC1 AEL, go ahead.
Good morning, Obi. Yeah, if you look at the league site, there's a couple of different choices for the radiogram form. And I don't know if it's the first one that comes up, but there's one that comes up that says interactive form. So as somebody's dictating the traffic, you can type it into the form. Yeah, you can type it into the form, and it's all done when you're ready to go. You can print it out already typed up. I did that yesterday when they had some traffic when AB1TC had traffic for Stevens flood yesterday, and I just typed it in as he was dictating the traffic and did a save as, and then printed it out, and worked pretty good.
Okay, Rich, if you happen to find that in your bookmarks or something, let me know. My call at yahoo.com, and anyone else wants to get a hold of me, yahoo.com. Anybody who thinks they'd like to try the net control for the net, please let me know, and so forth and so on, or trying to get involved in anything other, and try to get everybody to learn a little better how to take traffic. I know in the past, if there was traffic, nobody checks in. Traffic is a boogeyman. And what I do just for edification, I cheat. I have the Ustream or whatever recording in the background. If I don't get every word, I'll say, yeah, I copied it, and then go back and listen to it over again, as they would do with the HFNet. Okay. Thanks for that, Rich. Anything further?
I'm all set, Obi. I missed the first part of the net. How you guys doing for snow out there?
Well, roughly 6. I measured 6, but I didn't. They say check in 6 different places, but I measured 6, and that's close enough for government work.
looks like the weathermen kind of got it backwards here. They were saying down here we were supposed to get the least amount of snow, and you guys were supposed to get the most amount of snow. But it looks like it's occurring at the lower elevations. Down in southern Connecticut, they're really getting hammered. Yeah, there's some real heavy bands down there.
Okay. Well, I always say the farmer, you want to know it, then ask a farmer about animals, about anything, the weather, whatever. But to me, the weather people do a pretty good job. It's of course they're probably how many millions and billions of dollars of sensors and whatever they have, so they're bound to get it right sometimes. And anyway, well, I don't know. I guess when we were young, if it started snowing, you're going to get snow. So you were prepared no matter what. And I think they exaggerate totals of rain and or snow. KC1 AEO and 1 QB.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we would have been in school this day. Everybody used to walk to school. There were no school buses, and well, at least where I came from, and you walked to school, and we were a day like today. I mean, maybe if there was like 24 inches of snow, they may have canceled school, but no, you'd be in school today. You'd be walking home.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we liked walking to school because we could goof off on a bus. You had to kind of like sit there and mind your own business. But a lot of places we walked through the woods, had a good time, looked at the animals and the flowers and the trees and whatever, and the birds. So it was more fun walking uphill both ways.
Yeah, Roger. My YXL was saying, remember back in the old days, the old cloakroom in the back of the classroom on a day like this, and everything would be dripping wet with the wet boots and the wet wool coats and the mittens on the radiator, and yeah. By the time you get to school, you were soaking wet. You kind of rolled it a few times, and had a grand old time on the way to school.
Okay. I guess the other thing was what? Baked potatoes in your pockets. We never did that, but I guess that was normal for some, I guess. Warm potatoes. Then you have lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Hey, listen, Obi, I'm going to get going here. KC1 AEO. Good talking to you, Obi, and 7-3.
Okay, Rich. And people, if you're out there, keep an ear open for elderly people that may be shoveled and having a heart attack or passed out or whatever. Keep your ears open. And don't overdo it. Us old people have to stick together. N1QOV over to the tallying of the books. N1QOV, clear listening, 9-1 great.